understanding Pinterest. This was a struggle someone had. I have the screenshots of what you guys asked me with what you're struggling with, and Pinterest was a hot topic. So me personally, I am obsessed with Pinterest. I've been using Pinterest for the last 8 years. I'm a full-time influencer on Pinterest. I have 93,000, I think I just got to 93,600 followers on Pinterest as of today. And I love using it every day for my business. So I kind of just want to do the baby breakdown of Pinterest because a lot of the details that I have about Pinterest are in my Pinterest for Business course. I will link that below if any of you guys are interested in checking out or wanting to learn more about Pinterest, laying down the foundation for your business so you can start having that automated passive marketing for your business, which means 24/7 marketing for your business on autopilot. So, understanding Pinterest. If you guys are watching now, watching the replay, let me know questions about you, like basic questions that you have about Pinterest. Because like I said, I already have a course on Pinterest. So any detailed questions that you have on Pinterest, I'm just going to lead you to my Pinterest for Business course. So if I could just do, a lot of us, how many of you guys that are watching have Pinterest, you love it, but when it comes to business, you're like, no, like, you're like, Pinterest is the easiest platform to use, but for some reason, a lot of people have difficulty understanding to use it for their business, which is okay because I'm going to clear up the baby basics of Pinterest. So if we just look at Pinterest as like the platform in itself. Hi, Alla, how are you? Like I said, if you're watching, leave me baby questions about Pinterest below, just like basic questions, whatever you have about Pinterest. So when you look at Pinterest as a whole, like as a platform, right? When you log on, you see all of these pins that you can essentially repin. So it's kind of like Twitter, where you can like retweet somebody's comment and it comes up on your channel, okay? Which is kind of the opposite of Instagram. And I guess Facebook has a share button. So that's all kind of the same. So you can share somebody's pin and make it and put it onto your boards. So when you're on Pinterest, you can curate boards just to like simplify or make things easier for anybody that goes onto your Pinterest page. So for example, I can have a board that is like, let's see, like Instagram marketing, okay? And then I can have all the infographics related to Instagram marketing on one board. And then I can have another board that says Pinterest marketing, and I can have all the infographics on Pinterest that I put on my Pinterest marketing board, et cetera, et cetera. So when we go to curate a post for Pinterest, okay, all we do is we have a picture, which you post. And then when you post the picture, you're given a description for it, and then you're given an option to add a link to your post, all right? That's how Pinterest differs from Instagram. So when you go onto Instagram, you're only given a picture and then a description, okay? And then you press post, and that's it. And your content lives for 15 minutes in the algorithm. It's seen probably by like 5 people, and then that's it. Like, your post is dead, okay? Where the opposite is true for Pinterest. So when you post on Pinterest, because Pinterest is a search engine, like YouTube, like having a website, right? Your pin grows in popularity over time, all right? So what that means is that this isn't an instant gratification game by any means, but it's actually better because the more that people search for your pin, the popular it gets, kind of like a YouTube video. I always use this example. So let's just say if Britney Spears posts Baby One More Time, okay? One of my favorite songs. Let's just say she posts Baby One More Time, okay? Like a YouTube video. When she first posts it, it's not one of those things where like she posts it and then like after a day it goes away, right? If anything, it becomes more and more popular on YouTube after time goes by. Like maybe the first week it gets 1 million views, and then the second week it gets like 10 million views, and then a year later it has 100 million views, and then 5 years later it has like 1 billion views, right? That's the same way with how Pinterest works. So when you post a picture with a description and then you put your link attached to it, that pin or post, as you can call it, grows in popularity over time. So why that's amazing is because the more that people search for whatever you posted about, the more popular your post becomes, okay? So if your pin is linked to your website, your products, your services, your Instagram channel, your podcast channel, you can link it to anything on the internet, okay? Because you made the pin, right? So if you link that post to something that you own, where you can like start getting email addresses, or you can sell your product on autopilot, or you can do affiliate marketing and sell other people's products, that lasts for years, right? Until you decide to like delete the website or Pinterest expires or whatever, right? So let me know if this is making sense if you're watching right now, because I want to clarify this for you guys. I want Pinterest to make sense for you. So you have the pin, right? Once you post it, it's not an instant gratification game, okay? Because Pinterest is a search engine. So your pin grows in popularity over time the more that people search for your pin. Same with a YouTube video, okay? I use the example Britney Spears' Baby One More Time. Same with your website. When you make a brand new website, you're not going to be ranked number 1 on Google, okay? You rank higher on Google the more SEO backlinks that your website has, or the more that people search for whatever you wrote about, right? So that's why search engines are so powerful on the internet, and why it's amazing for 24/7 passive marketing. Because when you post content onto a search engine, that is working, like the internet works for you in your favor, okay? And the opposite is true for Facebook and Instagram. Why? Because Facebook and Instagram are time-sensitive platforms with it's like the search is so basic, it doesn't work in your behalf unless you are a celebrity, have millions of followers, etc., etc. And the reason for that being is because the algorithm is dependent upon the time, unlike a search engine, whereas it almost works in the opposite. Your post becomes more viral over time because more and more people are searching for it. So if you guys are Alice is my favorite song too, Baby One More Time. Yeah, I love that song. I love using that example, and it's so funny. Like, I don't know why every time I say the YouTube example, I always say Baby One More Time. And I'm like, I need to think of like a more recent song or something, but it's just the first one that pops into my head. So going back to Pinterest. So just like understanding the basics of Pinterest, you get a pin, okay? And what you do is you have a picture, you have a description, and then you have a link, okay? And the link is what is the golden ticket. It's the golden piece of a Pinterest profile, in my opinion. Because when you have that link, you can take your ideal client, you can take whoever searches for your content, you are taking them to a place on the internet that you own, okay? Now it's like filtering weird, sorry. Okay, so what I mean by that is when you go onto Instagram, the only way that somebody can go from your post to your link in bio is as if you tell them to, and then it's on their call if they want to take that extra action to go from your post to your link in bio, which hopefully goes to your website or your products or your services. But with Pinterest, if they want to take the next step, the only thing they have to do is click the picture, okay? Because it's a clickable link. That's what Pinterest is. It's a clickable picture. So every post you see on Pinterest is attached to a link, which is why Pinterest is so amazing for your business. Because if you do a post and you link it to your website and someone searches for, and you know your ideal clients are always searching for your links because that's what they're searching for, okay? It's kind of like Google. When you go onto Google and you're like, how do I do a French braid? How do I start an online business? How do I do Instagram marketing? You're going to get links that pop up, and then you can pick which one you relate to, okay? Or you read a couple articles and then you're like, wow, I like this girl. Wow, I like that guy. Wow, I love that video that he did. Wow, that makes sense. I'm gonna follow him. That's how Pinterest works, okay? So the opposite is true for Instagram. Because when you go onto Instagram and you solely use the search, you're really only quite limited to either celebrities, which they, infiltrate the top section of the search, or if you go to recent, you're really only limited to people that just posted at the same time that you happen to be on the search, because it's a time-sensitive platform. So the opposite is true for Pinterest, because when you search exactly what you're looking for, how to do a French braid, how do I start an online business? How do I get more followers on Instagram? Your pin is going to show up if that's what your ideal client is searching for. Okay? So let me know if this is making sense in the comments, because I want you guys to understand Pinterest. Like I said, this is just like baby steps information. If you guys want more detailed information on Pinterest for Business, I'm going to link my course below when I am done discussing Pinterest for Business, or this live stream. I don't know why this is like, my phone keeps like going black, and it's like, I don't know if it's overheating or what's going on, but sorry if it's like being weird. Okay, Sabrina says, Sabrina, I love this question. What's the best way to research keywords onto Pinterest? This is so annoying. Guys, this is why you should do a live stream. It's because you just literally have to laugh at yourself when things go down in the shit. Seriously. Okay, so she says, what's the best way to research keywords? So, Sabrina, let's just hypothetically say that your niche is entrepreneur. Okay, this is how you're going to research keywords. You're going to go into Pinterest and you're going to type in on the search bar, which is on the top of the app, top of the website, whatever you use. You type in entrepreneur. Okay, so that niche, that's a very broad keyword, right? Because it's not a long tail keyword. So that's a keyword, and a long tail keyword would be female entrepreneur, or entrepreneur business tips, or entrepreneur quotes, whatever you decide that your pin is about. So how you find keywords is that you're going to use the Pinterest guided search. So what you do is you go to Pinterest and you go to the search bar. You type in entrepreneur, and when you do that, there is going to be a guided search that comes down, and it's going to tell you the trending long tail keywords that are associated with entrepreneur. So some things that you might see, this is just off the top of my head, but when you type in entrepreneur, it could say entrepreneur women, entrepreneur tips, entrepreneur, like female entrepreneur, etc., etc. So when you do that, you can click on the guided search. When you click on the guided search, you're going to be given more in detail keywords after that. So it's going to be in like boxes, and you'll see that once you keep going, okay? So you can make your search very, very detailed, and the more detailed that you make it, the better, because somebody, aka your ideal client, that searches exactly for those keywords is going to be led to your pin, which hopefully if you use a link with your pin, which you should be, they're going to be taken to your website, your Instagram, your podcast, your YouTube channel, your products and services. And that's how you make money passively, is because the internet, the search engine, is working in your favor because you have that set up in the back end, because Google doesn't shut down when, like, it's not like a 9-to-5 business. It's a 24/7 business. Okay. And that's how a lot of people find my Facebook group. That's how a lot of people repost my quotes that I make for Instagram. They don't find it from my Instagram. They're finding it from Pinterest, and then they're posting the image from Pinterest and they're posting it onto Instagram. And I can tell because of the way that I edited the photo. Sabrina says, you rock. Oh no, you do. Thank you for asking that question. I love that question. So if you guys are hopping on now, if you guys have any basic questions about Pinterest for Business, let me know in the comments. Yeah, Pinterest is just one of those things that a lot of people love using because it is so simple. Like, it really is. It's probably the easiest. It's just like Twitter, like retweeting. Like, it takes 1 second and it's addicting. It's fun. You can curate boards that like have to do with your business. But then there's this gap of like, okay, I love Pinterest, but then how do I use it for my business? Or I don't know how to grow a following on Pinterest or whatever. And it's like, just like YouTube, just like growing a website, it's like you cannot fake it till you make it on Pinterest. And it's not instant gratification. And I think that's why a lot of people refrain from using it, because it's one of those platforms that takes time in order for your pins to be seen, and in order for, I guess, your pins to become viral, because it's just like a YouTube video. If you guys want to understand Pinterest more, it's exactly like a YouTube video, okay? Right when you post a video, you're not going to get like 10,000 likes. That's just how it is, because it's a search engine, okay? There's one thing I want you to learn from this video, is that Pinterest is a search engine. It's just like Google, and it's just like YouTube. So what that means is that it's going to take a week or two for enough people to search for your content, aka your pin, your YouTube video, or your website, for it to get up in the rankings onto Pinterest. But when it does, that's when it becomes viral, okay? And if your website or your product or your business or your services is attached to that photo, to that YouTube video, to your website, obviously, that's when people keep clicking on it. And you don't have to be constantly present. You don't have to be sweating for the gram. You don't have to be like sweating on the Instagram story, just like screaming about your services. You don't have to post and pray for people to see your posts on Instagram, okay? And the reason for that being is because the internet and the search start working in your favor. All right. Let me know if this is making sense in the comments. So anyways, Rachel says, super glad you're on this topic, developing Pinterest website currently. That is awesome. So if I could give you guys a couple tips, if you're just beginning on Pinterest, I think the main thing that you need to know is, what is my niche? Who am I trying to serve? Like what, because like what you want to refrain from doing is you don't want to have like wedding photos with like business tips with like how to eat healthy, and then like this is how I groom my dog. Like you don't want, oh no, I froze. Am I back? Let me know if I'm back. Oh, I hope I didn't freeze. I honestly think my phone is overheating. Ah, no. Let me know if I'm back. Someone tell me if I'm back. I don't even know what to do. No, I think my phone is overheating. Hold on, I'm trying to like. I'm just gonna end the video. Sorry about that. Sorry for that little kerfluffle or whatever. But if there's anything that I want you guys to know about Pinterest for Business, is that Pinterest for Business is better for if you're looking for the internet to work for your favor with passive marketing, okay? And that is because Pinterest is a search engine. And like I said 500 million times in this live stream, if there's anything that I want you guys to take away from this live stream, is that Pinterest is a search engine. So what that means, it's just like a YouTube video. When you do a post, you're given a link, okay? That link can be taken anywhere in the world. It can be to your website, products, services. It can be to your podcast channel. It could be to your Instagram. Wherever you want to direct people, you can direct people with a Pinterest link. So what's amazing about Pinterest is that if you set up the search correctly, which I go through in my Pinterest for Business course, you can direct people anywhere on the internet when they find your content. And you know that your ideal client found that piece of content because they are specifically searching for it. It's not like one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm going to use an entrepreneur hashtag and just hope and pray that the person that found it is, you know, a female entrepreneur, mid-20s, and like is going through the same journey that I am. It's like you don't have to worry about that anymore because the person that's searching for your content is your ideal client because it is a search engine, okay? The search guides your ideal client to your content for you. It's free traffic if you set up the search correctly. You don't have to pay for ads, and it goes viral over time. So it's not like Instagram where you push content onto Instagram and it only stays there for, let's just say, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes and like 5 people see it. And then you're like posting and praying, you're sweating on Instagram story, like screaming about your products and services. It's not like that. This is like when you post and you can almost like breathe, where it's like, okay, I did that. I posted and I'm going to wait for the traffic to come to my website. I'm going to post and like, yeah, that content might go viral because not a lot of people are using Pinterest for Business. And you can see that return on your investment after a couple weeks. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of people don't use Pinterest for business, is because we're so worried about like instant gratification and like, oh my God, I need 10,000 likes in 2 minutes, even though I'm not getting any business from it. Okay. That's how a lot of us think, but likes don't pay the bills. Okay. Traffic to our website and people buying our products and services is what pays the bills. So that was a rant. We had a little like mishap in the middle where I think my phone like was overheating or something, but sorry about that. Love it if you stuck through with that. But yeah, it was a little hot mess in the middle. So I will do a Pinterest for Business part 2 tomorrow because of that little mishap. And I just loved all your guys' questions, and thank you for asking. If you guys have any questions on Pinterest for Business, let me know in the comments, because I will be doing a part 2 tomorrow. So yeah, it's really all I have to say for today. And like, it's definitely because my phone's overheating, because it's on my steering wheel, and it's like, now that it's like getting hot outside, it was just like, I don't know, super hot in my car. And yeah, like I said, shit happens on a live stream, and that's why you just like need to start doing them, because then you embrace it and you laugh about it, and then you just, that's it, All right, I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. Pinterest for Business questions, let me know in the comments. I'm also going to link my course below if you guys are ready to hop onto Pinterest. You want to get started on Pinterest, because it does take a couple weeks in order to set up your profile, but also to allow people to search for your content so it can start going viral. So I will link that below in the comments. So I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow for part 2 on Pinterest for Business. Bye guys.